Hi, Isabel.
Hi, Anna.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
And welcome for this new chat here in Zoom. And this time, Anna from Moshito Design is going to talk to us about an online platform called Spoonflower.
Mhm.
I'm Isabel Weiler. I am the person behind Gypsy Taylor. And I just talked last week about the platform that I use that is called Etsy. So this time, Anna is gonna give us a talk. Let's start with that. Welcome, Anna.
Thank you, Isabel. Yeah, so if you didn't catch the live from Isabel last week, then by all means, make sure that you watch it because it was a lot of good information on that talk. It was very, very informative. So make sure you watch it. We'll post it on our Facebook group, Creators on the Go, and then she'll probably upload it to her website. She already created a really nice PDF file with all the questions that we received, and she did a really great job. So make
And
sure
a blog too.
make sure you check all those out. So yeah, maybe we can put the links to everything when we upload the video. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and give you a little overview of how a Spoonflower works. A Spoonflower, it is a really great way to upload your designs and get yourself out there and start selling your art. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about me first. So my name is Ana. I am originally from Spain, and I have not always been a surface pattern designer. I studied biology, and I decided to become a scientist. But life had other plans for me. And when my husband decided to join the Foreign Service, it kind of became obvious to me that continuing to be a scientist and a mom, it was not going to work. So we started changing countries every so often, and I was just raising my kids for a while, and then eventually I started sewing clothes for them, and I really like sewing clothes. I just couldn't see myself making a sustainable business out of that. We were living in different countries. The shipping was too complicated. And then one day, my daughter asked me for a very specific pattern, and I could not find it anywhere. And that's what it got me thinking, maybe I can make it. What does it take to make your own patterns? And that's what I'm here today. Oops, why is this not going? Now I am a surface pattern designer. It did not happen overnight. It took a lot of time, a lot of work. I had to research absolutely everything. I had no idea what did I need, how was it done, nothing. That's probably a conversation for a different time. But anyway, it is so gratifying to come up with a design, to see it in fabric, and then to see some other people using your design to make their kids' clothes. It's like it's really a great feeling. So I highly recommend that if you are creative, you like art, this is like a really great career. Because for me, the advantage is like I can do it from anywhere. I can set up my own hours, and yeah, so it's really great. So today I'm going to talk about Spoonflower. There is a bunch of other websites out there. We can talk about those at some other time, but today I'm going to focus on Spoonflower. How to open a shop, how to get your account verified. It's not complicated. And then how to upload your designs. Spoonflower also requires that we proof every design that we upload. So I'm going to talk about that too. And then a little bit of how to optimize your time in the platform. And then lastly, I'll mention the pro membership that they offer in case you're interested in signing up for or something like that. All right, so what's a Spoonflower? So a Spoonflower, it's a print-on-demand shop. What that means is that you upload your designs, but they will only print them when somebody purchases the fabric or the wallpaper or the home decor item. And they offer all those things. So behind every design that you purchase, there's an independent artist that gets a little commission, makes a happy dance when you purchase something from them. And the other thing I really like about a Spoonflower is that a very eco-friendly and sustainable practices. They use water-based pigments for their fabrics. So that's also something that it is important to me. And Spoonflower is doing a great job about being sustainable. So See here. All right, so this is just to show you a little bit of everything they offer. They offer wallpaper, they offer bedding, home decor, they offer a bunch of different fabric types. If you're not into sewing, you could also buy tablecloths and napkins and things like that directly from them, and you don't have to sew anything if you don't want to. All right, so first things first, how do you open a shop? If you don't have a shop already, it is a pretty straightforward. You're going to start by clicking open a shop, and then you're going to enter your name, your last name. You're going to kind of like choose a screen name, which is the name of your shop eventually. And then you're going to put your email address and select a password, enter the password twice, and then you can opt in or opt out of receiving weekly emails. I would definitely opt in because they send you information about design challenges. They send you tips about how to be a designer, deals about their fabrics, a bunch of things that are definitely worth to be paying attention to. And they also do a really good job about like pointing out to different parts of the website to learn what you need to do at each point that you might be in. So if it's like opening a shop or how to upload a file, and they have a great support team that will help you if you have any questions, if you're not clear on anything. But just to make it a little bit easier, I compile all the information and then you don't have to like go search for everything. So in order to open a shop, you kind of need to do 4 things. You need to verify your email address, pretty straightforward. You put it in, they'll send you an email, and then you confirm your email. You have to read and accept the seller agreement that they have. Also pretty straightforward. You're just going to click that you read it and that you agree with their terms. And then you got to verify your physical address. And one last thing, you got to fill out the tax form. So it takes a little bit longer, but it's really not complicated. You fill in your W-9, or if you're international, the form is a little bit different. And then once you're good with that, then that's it. Every single of those things that you've done, you will get a check mark when you have done it. Okay, so you can always check and make sure you have all those ready to go. One more thing that you need to do, you need to set up your commissions. Let me move the little window here to the corner because I feel like it's getting on the way. Okay, so when you open Spoonflower, you already have an account. You're going to see this little person here, and here is going to be your whole menu for all the things that you need to do. The first thing is the account settings. This is where you're going to be going to verify your account. So if you see here, there's the verify account, the tax information, everything else that you need, your name, profile, you can set up all that. But you're also going to have to go here to the Spoon dollars, and you are going to enter your password, and it's going to prompt you to enter your PayPal account. So this is what you also need to do in order to get paid. So verify your account, 4 steps, enter your PayPal account, and then you'll be ready to go. All right. So if when you make commissions, you are going to come here also to the Spoon dollars, and then you're going to see everything that you've made so far. If you're getting closer to a commission, I'll talk about those in just a minute. Every single purchase that has been done, you'll see a whole list of everything. So this is really nice, very helpful to keep track of all your all the things that you have sold. All right, so back to the main menu. The main menu is the place that you're going to go back to depending on what you want to do. So this is something that you should familiarize yourself, and eventually it'll become like second nature. You come back to this little person thing here, and then you have several things. First is your dashboard. Your dashboard is going to kind of come up by default, and you're going to have your profile, photo, your designs. I think it puts them like your most successful designs first, doesn't really matter. You're going to have a place where your own orders, the ones that you've placed, you can track them. You're going to have your account settings. This is the thing that I showed you when you have your Spoon dollars, your tax information, all that stuff. You're going to have your favorites. This is just other people's designs that you have liked. Collections, if you start designing in collections and you want to create collections, this is where you find them. You have your design library. I'm going to talk about this, but pretty much you're going to be able to see and make changes to your designs in the design library. And then you can view your shop. This is the way that people that come to your shop, this is what they're going to see. So you click there, you have an idea of what they're going to be seeing. You'll see your profile photo, your banner if you uploaded one, and then your designs will be there. You also have an option to upload designs from here, but you have other options to upload other places in the website. notifications, messages in case you have, and the design challenge that you have participated on, they will be here. All right. So what do you do now? You created your account. What now? So you have to make a pattern, and your pattern for Spoonflower, it's gonna have to be repeated. Spoonflower does fabric, wallpaper, and then home decor. So mostly you're gonna have to have a seamless pattern, either JPEG or PNG. I'll talk about the specifications a little bit. And you're gonna upload your design and you're going to prove it. And I'm gonna talk about the proving and the uploading. But then you're done. Then somebody buys your pattern. They could buy fabric, wallpaper, home decor, and now the hard work comes. You receive the commission and you have nothing else to do. Maybe you just make a little happy dance, oopsie, and that's it. And I say this because this is a great theme for me, and this is kind of what I wanted. I didn't want to have to deal with the logistics of the shipping. What if it gets lost? What if I don't have time, or I'm on vacation, I cannot print it out, I cannot. So they take care of all that. You upload your design, you're done. So that's great for people like me and Isabel that travel and move around a lot, and we don't have the option of figuring out shipping from every country, or like figuring out the logistics. It's too hard. This is really great. Okay. All right. So how much do you make? Every time you upload a design, somebody buys it. What do you make? So by default, you make 10% of the fabric or wallpaper that you sell. If it's a home decor thing, you'll get the 10% of the amount of fabric that they use to make that product. Not of the final price of the product, but of the amount of fabric that they use to make it. If you hit 300, then you earn an extra 1%. If you hit 1,000, then you get an extra 3%. And if you have more than 1,500, you will make an extra 5%. So those are good things to keep in mind, that your percentage increases the more you sell. All right. Oopsie, I keep doing this. Okay. And also, if you buy your own fabric, you get 10% of your own designs. Every single time, it's automatic. You don't have to do anything, which is really the percentage that you get when you sell fabric anyway. So whether you sell it to yourself or to somebody else, you get the 10% on that piece of fabric. So that's really nice. Keep it in mind. All right, so files we're gonna upload. But first, before uploading the file, we wanna know what type of file can we upload. You can upload a JPEG or a PNG, sorry. And they recommend 150 DPI. You can upload higher. Sometimes I upload 300, but not less than 150. And it has to be under 40 megabytes. I have never run into any issue with this. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty standard for any websites that you can upload patterns to. The patterns have to be uploaded directly on the website. All right, so to upload your design, you're gonna go at in the front page of Spoonflower, you're gonna have a little thing there that says on the top right corner that says upload a file, and then this is what opens up. And you can choose a file here. You can choose up to 8 files at once. You're gonna have to click this, that you own the rights and you have permission to publish it, no infringing any copyrights or anything like that. And then you're gonna click upload. Once you click this will become blue, and then you can click upload. And it will take a minute. It depends if you're uploading 1 or 8, but it's usually pretty quick. And when you upload it, this is what you're going to see, okay? So this is your design that you have uploaded. You have a few options here to the left, make it private. You can view all the products. I definitely use this a lot. You can click here and then you see how your design looks in wallpaper, home decor, fabric, anything. You have the option to upload a revision if you need to. And then here you can mess up a little bit with the settings. This, I usually, by default, they give you the fat quarter option here. I usually put it to the test swatch. It gives me 8 by 8. And then I can play with the smaller or bigger for the DPI to make it a little smaller or to look a little bigger. It depends on what I want. Okay. Right. And then at the bottom, if you scroll down from that I just showed you, this is just scrolling down, you're going to have a few other options. You have your tag options here. You can assign the design to a collection, say that you have a collection named Gingham Patterns. So you can assign it to that. You can give it a name and you can add a little description, any additional details. You get to select how your design looks. You can pick the fat quarter, the swatch, or the crop version. And there is a little thing here. If you click it, it means that automatically your design is public for everyone to see it. It's not for sale yet, it's public. Everyone could see it, they cannot buy it just yet, because we're gonna have to prove it before. So once you prove it, I'm gonna talk about that, you'll get two options to show up here at the bottom. They're not gonna show up until the design is proved. All right. So exactly what I was saying, you can select what view you want for the thumbnail. You click this, you want it public, and then we're gonna have to come back here once we have proof of design. Just quickly mentioning tagging. Tagging is very important. If you're going to upload a design, take the time to tag it. So you're gonna give it a name, you're gonna assign it to a collection, but also take the time to tag. And when it comes to tagging, you can choose anything. You can choose the audience that it goes to, you can choose the color, you can use the type of pattern if you have animals. But a good way to get noticed is using good tags. And it is a good idea to go through this. So you go to the Spoonflower, you go click fabric, all fabric, and then you can start going through these groups they have here by category, by color, and you can select depending on what you have on your pattern. Say that you have animals, you can select, and you can use animals as a tag, farm, and chicken, whatever it is that you have. But these are good ideas. If you're like stuck and you don't know how to tag your pattern, you can come here and find the tags that they use, like holidays, seasonal, nature, and it will give you ideas of things that you can use to tag your pattern depending on the theme. But this is a really good thing, and it's worth taking the time to come up with good tags. But if you're stuck, this is a good place to look. All right, so now we're gonna prove our design. We have uploaded a design, we named it, we tagged it, everything. Now we need to prove it. What does that mean? It means that Spoonflower requires that you purchase the design and you get a physical copy of your design for them to put it for sale. This is just to make sure you don't have any errors in your design, that it's seamless, that the colors look right, that everything is good. And you have two options here. You can order a test swatch, and it costs $5 per swatch. This is what I started doing at the beginning. If you have the pro membership, which I'll talk about it at the very end, then you will get half of the price on the swatches. It depends on how many files you're uploading. At the beginning, I wasn't uploading too many. I went these routes, and then I found out there was a little cheaper route. I was more cost efficient, and I went with the second route. But this is something, it's good to know that you have it there. You order your swatch. Once you get it in the mail, then you'll be able to sell your design. But I'm going to talk about the second option too. It's called Fill a Yard. And in order to get there, you are going to go to your little menu, click the little person again, and go to collections. I created a collection named Proofing, where I put all my parents. I might assign it to another collection later, but at the beginning, I put everything that I have not proved yet. I put it there. And then once it's proved, I remove it from there and I put it whatever else I want in any other collection. You go to your collection. Once you're in your collection, you are going to be prompted with this little thing here that is going to say start designing. And when it comes to the Fill a Yard, you can proof several designs at one time, anywhere from 2 to 48 patterns, and it takes 1 to 2 yards. But you go to the collection you want to proof. Like I said, I create one that is called Proofing. It just makes it easy for me. But if you just want to create a specific collection and proof only that one, you can go ahead and do that. So how do you do the Fill a Yard? So you come to the collection, you click the start designing, and you're going to be prompted with this. And then in my collection, it tells me how many designs I have and proof yet. And then you can choose, okay? So I can choose a template. I can choose a couple designs per yard. I can choose them vertical, horizontal. I can choose 2 yards and have 4. Maybe I'm thinking of making like, I only have 4 designs and I want to make an infinity scarf, something like that. I usually select the 1 yard. That gives me up to 42 designs, but there's a few more options. You can do 2 yards, up to 12 designs, or 2 yards, 48 designs. And again, here it tells you like, this is great for napkins, or this is good if you're making a cheetah quilt, something like that. And then you get to select the fabric that you want. I think they have 2 options. I usually select the petal signature cotton, but it really doesn't matter. And then you can just start designing your project. So after you selected the 1 yard or whatever one you want and the type of fabric, then you click on design your project. And then it's going to bring you to this website here. So the way this works is that you're going to have all these little squares and you're going to click on the design you want, click. When you click it, sorry, I shouldn't have, then it shows up here. and then you click here, you click in your next design, and it comes up here. You don't have to do every design in one square. Say that I want to make sure this is repeated correctly. I can select 4 squares with the same design, and they will be tiling. So I can put one design, the same design here, the same design here, and then I get 4 designs. They're the same, so I'm only going to be proving 1. I'm selecting 4, but I usually do that if I have a complicated design and maybe I want to make sure that it's repeating correctly or something like that. All right. And then, very, very important, once you get your fabric, so it will look something like this. When you prove your design, you get this little yard of fabric with all your designs here. And once you get it, you make sure that everything looks good and is correct. Then you have to go back to each design that you have proved. And at the very bottom of the design, you're going to see this. This is what we click at the beginning to make it public, but now you have 2 options. You can select it for fabric or wallpaper or both. So you have to make sure you come back here. Unless you click these options, it will not be up for sale. It will be public, but nobody will be able to buy it just yet. Okay. All right. And now just a couple quick tips on how you can speed up this process. For me at the beginning, I wasn't uploading many designs, so it was okay. But then eventually I was uploading a lot of designs and it took forever because every design I got to do the tagging and I got to do the name and assign them to a collection. So what I did is I figured out that if I go to the design library, by default, it's going to give me this view. But I'm going to click in this view here and this is going to help me kind of like do things in bulk and make it a little bit faster. So when I click this view, this is what I'm going to see. I'm going to see a list of my designs, and here is their names, and here is what I selected for the thumbnail, the collection that they are in, the tags, and a bunch of actions here. So what I can do is I can go ahead and select a bunch of designs and make them all public. So if I go to this little menu here, there is an option when I go down that says make them public. So I can make them public all at once. I can assign them to a collection all at once. So here, all these designs, I select them, I come here, assign, and it says collection, and then it prompts a little menu with all your collections, and you select the collection that you want, and it will assign them all at once. I can create my tags, and I can copy paste my tags for the designs that are the same. And again, I have the same menu that I have here, I have it here. The only thing is that if I select it here, it only affects one design. Here, I can come and have an effect of all the designs that I have selected. So if you're uploading a lot, or if all the designs are similar, like you have like 10 gingham patterns, they're not a lot, but why would I go one by one? I can have them all done in one go in these little tab menu here. I found that really useful when I figured that out. I was like, yes, saves a lot of time. All right, so just quickly, Spoonflower also, among all the things that they offer this pro membership. It is $249 per year. What it does is that it gives you free shipping worldwide. They guarantee 1 week turnaround time. This was really great during the pandemic. They offer half price if you want expedited shipping. Also, half price of the swatches, no limit to the amount of swatches that you order. They have a dedicated team, and they have two special fabrics that you can only buy if you're a pro member, and you get access to some special deals. Sometimes they send you a discount that nobody else other than the pro members can get. So it's really good. It depends on your type of business, but it's a good option to know that it exists. More things. Sorry. Keep this. Yeah, these are the 2 fabrics that they're exclusive. You can only buy them if you're a pro member. Also, Spoonflower has weekly design challenges. It's a great way to make yourself known. They provide prompts, so if you kind of like don't know what to design or you have a little bit of a block, they usually provide topics that are trendy, that they see if a lot of the people have been searching recently, things like that. So they're good. Even if you decide not to participate in the challenge, it's good to keep an eye on them just to see what's trendy and things like that. And they're also a great way to connect with other artists, because I found that, yeah, Spoonflower is all about community, and they do a great job about connecting with each other. And I think that's it. That's all in my hands. Let me stop the share. If you have any questions, Isabel and I will be happy to answer them. You can submit them on their Facebook, in our Facebook group, Instagram, really anywhere.
This was great, Anna. Really, I really enjoyed it, and I learned a lot, because I didn't know all about different things, and Anna has been doing this for a long time. I have been focused in my Etsy shop, but I would like to start selling in Spoonflower. So this class, Anna, is wonderful. I think a lot of people are gonna get a lot out of it. I didn't know about the Pro membership. I didn't know that people could just there are fabrics that are only available if you are in that membership. That was new to me. And seeing how you can create the collections and also how you can put in the yard, fill a yard, put the designs, the same design, just to kind of like prove it. Like for me, that is great because I have a shop, but I'm not selling, and I ordered something in a small sample and the repeat looked nice. And then I ordered the 5/4 and then it showed that it had a mistake. So
no, so
yeah,
you can tile it within the yard. You could do 42 designs. But if you're not confident and you want to make sure, then you can, I sometimes, depending on the design, I would do 4 designs together. And also to give me an idea how it looks at like a bigger, just not like a tiny square. So yeah, those are all options that you have. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's great too.
This is great.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you
That
so
was
much.
very good.
So thanks everyone for watching. We'll be in touch, coming up with more things soon.
Yeah, and let us know if you have any questions. And we've been talking with Anna. We're thinking about doing these calls where we're gonna be talking about specific things within these platforms. Because now these are just quick presentations, but we're thinking to do a series of talks where we can just talk about a target thing.
Correct. Because I know within all the things that I talk about, there might be many questions. How do you create a collection, or like how to mess with the size? So yeah, I know there's a lot of questions. This is just very basic. So, but because there's a lot of information, it's too overwhelming. We can go little by little, and also depending on what people are interested, we can target the talks and be more specific about certain topics, depending on.
Yeah, so send us a question, and thank you for joining us. Or no, we didn't do this with people, but thank you for watching this video, and I hope it's helpful.
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye, Isabel.
Bye, Anna. Thank you.